Hello my magical light beings, and welcome all to this video today. My name is Shalita. Welcome to this channel. This channel is all about magical consciousness. We experience the 5D timeline on this channel, and in today's video I'm just going to share a message that I received this morning and called Light Messages with Yulita Lights. But besides that, I just wanted to share a message today for all the light workers, or if you don't resonate with that label and you love to listen to this message today, it is still for you, and I'm going to shake at the end of this video a card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I got some tea. Get yourself some tea if you like that. But the message that I wanted to give today was about shining your light, because a lot of the times as a light worker, if you kind of get like, how would you say this, if you get this label in your existence, your awareness, most of the time at the beginning you will think, oh, I have to do so much, I have to shine my light, I have to be a light worker, I have to put my light out there. But that's what I saw, this vision. I receive a lot of my messages in visions. Maybe you already know this by now if you watch my videos, but I received this vision when I just woke up. Like immediately when I woke up, this happens a lot, I received this vision, and it was this person walking with around a group of people. So you had this one person and it was in the middle of a crowd, and this person had kind of like a lantern with light, but you saw as well like the light coming out from within. And this person was the light worker. That was the message that I received. This is the light worker, and the light worker had a lantern and an inner light. As this lantern, this person used this lantern to kind of shine upon things that were hidden, maybe things on the ground that were laying there, or things on the walls. So this person was like shining upon it, and other people were seeing it. But as well, that this light that came out of this person shined upon the crowd without this person knowing it, as certain things in this crowd as well came to the light. With that as well, that this person had no clue about this, and things coming to the light, and those people in the crowd were not that happy about it. Some were not. And this is with the message I received with all light workers. As a light worker, you can shine light intentionally with your lantern, but if you are a light worker, you are a light. So with that, you are always with being yourself, shining your light without knowing it. So you're just being you. You're shining your light. You have no clue who it reaches. And that's kind of like the point of light workers. If they step fully into themselves, in their authentic expression, they don't actually have to use this lantern anymore, this intention spreading light. They are just spreading light with them being themselves. But we can always do this, of course, intentionally shining light if we personally feel that something needs to come to the light. If something really is if it's really something you strongly feel connection with, that this needs to be brought to the light, you can do this with your lantern. But at the same time, if you're just being yourself and you care for this cause, for example, you are already spreading light about it without even realizing it. You're maybe even talking about it with certain people, and those people have never heard of it, or this information will reach someone and you thought they were like kind of already into it, but then you bring like a whole new thing to the light for them. And this can be with a lot of stuff, if we're just being ourselves, if we're just creating, if we're doing our passions as a light worker, this will bring certain things to light. And this is something Lena Vibrations said to me yesterday, that light workers actually they go through the most darkness, because they are the light that shines in the darkness, as the darkness has to come to the light. And they will face so much darkness, so much pretty intense, dense energies to be transmuted through the light worker, to be spread light on. And so to know that being a light worker, she said this, the label Starseed light worker sounds so fun, so yay. But it's not one of the most easiest things to be doing on an earth plane that is mostly still in a shadow, as we're just moving out of the age of a Pisces. So We're now moving in the age of Aquarius, so of course things will shift, but it's just the beginning of it all, you know, and we're just starting with this. And already so many people are awakened to it, but of course this will you know, spread more and more as more and more light workers will just be themselves. And that was the message I want to give, you know. For example, if I would be fully me in a crowd of people, like 100 people, just being my total self, I will reach people that I have no clue of, that not even maybe will be in my physical eyes, that I knew that they were there, but I actually reach them in a way that I have no clue of, and it can trigger them, but it can as well awaken them, as what a light worker does, can inspire someone or trigger someone. And this is with the intentionally spreading light. Then you are aware that you're doing it, and this can even be more scary than just being yourself, as you know what darkness you're spreading a light on. But you can of course always do this as a light worker, and I do this sometimes too, that you choose, that you personally choose to do this, that you see that something is being hidden, or that someone is not being fully honest, or if there's a cause in this world. This can be anything. This can be, you know, how things are being regulated, how things will go in like it can be like small things, even like how someone is like treating an animal or anything of this matter. As a light worker, you can then see that because you see the light of the situation, and you see that this person is actually acting from darkness and you want to spread light on it. You can do this, but to know that if you do this, that can of course, with an intention of spreading light on it, you will bring it to the light. So it will kind of like come back at you, and not in a way to make you afraid, of course, because it's all coming from a place of love that you're doing this. But some people will not see this as, you know, our natural state is love, our true being is love. But a lot of people live in an illusion of fear, so they will not even know what love is, as that's who they are, but they have never awakened to that who they are, so they will be in fear, and fear does not see love, as they're in the illusion of fear. They're like totally fogged in. So if you are acting from a place of love and light, someone else is in fear, in darkness, they will not see that love you're coming from. They will see only the fear and darkness they are coming from, because that's the mirror effect that will happen. They will project upon you what they are experiencing and not what you are experiencing. So to know that, but to say that with what I was saying about this person in the crowd, that it's so important for light workers to just allow themselves to get to know themselves, to get to learn about themselves, and to then just do what they love to do, what lights them up, because that light, that inner light, will be brighter and brighter and brighter, and it will reach further, but we have no control over it. And this no control can be very scary, as, you know, some people will pop out of nowhere coming at you, and you were like, huh, who are you? You know. So that is something that can happen. But that was just what I received this morning when I woke up, that I found very important to share on my channel, as, you know, this channel is all about following your inner light, and me myself, that I use the label as a light worker as well. And that, you know, this information is something that resonated very deeply with me to share, to just be yourself. But with that are things, you know, things can happen when you do that as the light worker, as you are shining your light always. Everywhere you are, you're doing this without knowing it. And a lot of the times as a light worker, we feel the need to do it, and we will use our lantern that we have lit up with our inner light, you could say our inner flame, and then we use this for a little bit, but then this flame kind of like gets out because we use this light in this lantern while there's always light within, and we think we have to do so much to spread this light, but actually we don't have to do anything, just being ourselves. But what I said before, you can always choose. If you feel like it needs to happen, then it's actually just you being yourself. So that's something I want to share today. I'm going to shake one card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck for all the light workers watching. I'm going to take a sip of my tea because, yeah. That vision that I got, it's really like this person was walking, to really get the visual right. You know, I see it in my mind, but you know, you can maybe not really know what I mean. This person holds a lantern, it's shining, and this person is literally lighting up all these things, while in the meantime, out of its like solar plexus chakra, out of its stomach, is all this light shining. But this person does not notice this, as this light is something not visible to these eyes, while this lantern would be visible to the eyes. And then you see this crowd being like, oh my god, why am I lit up? Like, what's happening? Oh my god, this person now knows that I lied to this person. Or oh my god, this person can now actually see who I am really, like who I really are or am. And all of this, you know. So that's so funny that I received that when I woke up this morning. Because it's kind of like it's kind of a behind the scenes of our angels and spirit guides, what they see when we are just being ourselves. They see us doing our thing, but we don't actually are aware of what we are doing. And I have this a lot of times with my friends. They're just being themselves, and they hid some shadows that I did not even know about that I had. And I'm very grateful that they are around me to be doing that for me, because it's such a healing thing to be just a light worker, to just be it. Just being you is being a healer, and you don't have to do anything, because you will awaken or bring something to the light for that person to work through, if they decide to do that, of course. So let's see a card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck for today, for this video. From the Work Your Light Oracle deck for this video, for something to add to this message today. Okay. Wow, we have the overall energy of yes. So confirmation. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So just a confirmation once again to know that it's happening, and that you create beauty around you. Just follow that what lights you up, because that is you creating lights upon this planet. It's happening. It's happening. And we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? This is something that has been coming up a lot in my experience. To really question if, you know, if we're actually doing what lights us up, or are we not doing it because we are afraid that we'll reach people that we are not aware of. Because that can be a very scary thought, of course, that you being you will reach people that you have no clue of. But to know that you're always safe and always protected, and that you're supported. Like, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So that's very important, I feel like, for all the light workers watching, to know that whatever you chose to do, that is meant for you. And you can always change, of course. You can always change your path, your course. You can always change course, but it's always planned. So just follow what lights you up. Follow your inner light, what brings you that spark, that light, that very, you are like smiling almost. That blissful, joyful energy that is so important for this planet, you know, creating heaven on earth. That's kind of like, heaven on earth is a feeling, it's a state of being, and that state of being will create outside reality. So that was the message for today that I wanted to share, the light message of today. I thought, let's make it light messages, as we are Yolita Light right now. That is my name. So my name for right now on this planet, for this incarnation, I chose to use that name. But if it resonated, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to like, if you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be freaking amazing. To be part of this channel, that would be so cool. And I wish you a beautiful day today. Make it magical. Bye.